Hey YouTube, it's your girl Ree. I'm back again. This video is going to be how to repair a broken acrylic nail, which, as you can see, one of my nails has broken and the acrylic is still here, and all of this up here is my nail. And I'm going to show you how to do it without taking this acrylic off, actually soaking it off and all of that, because I don't have time for all that. So I'm going to show you how to repair it. First thing I do is I get a nail tip, and you know what you normally do is size it, make sure it's the right one. Once I size it, I shape it and cut it and do all I need to do with my file, you know, how you normally would do. And then this lump right here, I just file it down. Not all the way down, but I file it down to take the lump, I don't know if you can see that, but just to flatten that down a little bit. So I just flatten that down real quick to a point where I can glue the tip onto my natural nail. And right at the base, piece of my nail, which will be glued right there. See how I filed it down, and it's just a lumpy piece right there. File it down, and then file around, and just as if you were going to do a regular fill-in. So I just file around, just like that, and I just file it. I don't know if you can really see it, but I'm going to redo this video when I do my full set anyway. And now I'm going to glue it on my nail glue, just as if I was doing a regular tip. Glue it on. And just wait for it to dry as usual. I blow it when it takes too long to dry for me. But sometimes it'll adhere real quick, and then sometimes it takes a minute. Okay, so I got my tip on. Oh, I think it's kind of crooked, but I can fix that. No problem. Okay. And I squeeze it at the sides when I put my tips on. I just squeeze it. Okay, so I got my tip glued on. And like I said, all of this is still acrylic down here. I didn't soak it off, I didn't pluck it off or do any of that. And then I just file it, take the rough edge off, just like you would do on a natural tip. Just file it, you know, however you do it. This is my version of what I do. And I just file it like I would normally do. Usually I use my drill, but for one nail I'm not pulling all that out until I get to the end when I really need it. Okay, so like I said, down here is still acrylic. Up here is the tip. I don't know if you can tell, but it's smoothed in. So now I'm gonna do it as if I was doing a natural regular fill-in. You know, pull it down so you can see a little bit of what I'm doing. Get my protector on. And of course, I use my nail prep dehydration first. Then my primer, which is just where I need my fill-in at. It's all I'm doing. And it would help if I had my acrylic out. And I didn't. 1 second. Okay, I got my bottle of acrylic. So, as usual, I'm dipping. And I'm going to do it like I do a normal little fill-in. I got my acrylic. Like I said, I didn't take the acrylic off at the bottom, at the nail bed rather. So this is just like I was doing a regular fill-in around here. And then I'll come in and go back to the top and fill that in. I like mine thick. Some people do, some people don't. You fill it in as, you know, just as if you were doing a fresh set of nails. And I start mine here. And I pat it. Then I turn it. And I just bring it down. And I just bring it down. Like I said, it's just like if you were doing a whole full set. A regular full set. And then I'll just go back in and shape it and fill it. You know. Clean my brush. And now I'll come back in and I'll shape it. And when I say shape it, I start at the center. Where my crease line is, or where my tip and my natural nail meet. I'm not sure if you can really see what I'm doing, but you get the gist of it. And this is just doing it where I don't have to soak the acrylic off because it popped right across here. And that came from I didn't put enough acrylic in that joint. I call it a joint. This is a joint to me where the tip and the regular nail meet, which really is a pressure point. So, and like I said, I'll just keep going until I get it shaped to where I want it. And of course, I'm gonna go back and, once it dries, I'm gonna really shape it with the drill anyway. So really now all I'm doing is just packing on the acrylic. And what I do is, to make it dry a lot quicker, I dip it right back in my powder. And then I come in and just pat it. This helps to shape it without it being so liquidy. So. Okay, and that's how I fixed it. Just fixed. So now all I have to do is wait for this to dry a little bit and come back at you with part 2 to finish it. So stay tuned.